FYI,
Okay. Should I turn it back off? Are you good?
oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
All right. So Mary Ann Burroughs will be giving her speech today. She is working on her 4th DTM. Oh my goodness. But her first DTM in the new Toastmaster program. One of the requirements to climb the ladder to distinguished Toastmaster is to do a DTM project. This project gives the speaker an opportunity to select, lead, and complete a project with a team. She's to design and fulfill a multifaceted project to develop her leadership skills. This speech will be 5 to 7 minutes. So 5 to 7 minutes for our timer. And the title of her speech is DTM Project. So let's welcome our speaker, Mary Ann Burroughs, DTM 3, going on DTM 4.
Hello, Toastmasters, and welcome guests. Today, I'm going to share about my DTM project. But before I get into that, I'm going to just explain a little bit about what DTM means. For those that are new, DTM means Distinguished Toastmaster. And as you progress into Toastmasters and do many, many things, if you accomplish all of those, you become a DTM. And just a quick sidebar, only about 1% of the people that begin their journey in Toastmasters make it to DTM. So it is considered to be the highest honor in Toastmasters. So in order to accomplish your DTM, it requires that you finish 2 paths, but you can begin to work on some of the higher level items after you've completed 1 path and then level 3 on the 2nd path. But you have to complete 2 paths. Then you have to do, you have to be an officer in your club. You have to be an officer at the district level. You have to go to officers training. You have to either begin a club, mentor a club, or coach a club like Louise is doing for our club. You also have to either do a speechcraft or a youth program, and the DTM project, which is what I'm going to talk about today. So the purpose of this project is to demonstrate your skills as a leader and a public speaker. The overview: you plan and complete a project that benefits an organization, then deliver a 5 to 7 minute speech to a club, pick a team of mentors to share the project with, and then meet throughout the project to get it implemented and have suggestions and support for the project during the process of accomplishing it. Organize the project and lead your team to complete it. The project needs to be a project where you use your leadership skills. It's not a project that you do all the work. You're to assign or, find people who are willing to be on teams to complete the various situations that are required in the project. So it's not about you doing all the work. And after the project is completed, you then meet with your mentors once again, and you go over everything that has been accomplished, the good, the bad, the ugly, the challenges, and the successes of the project. And then you ask that the team of mentors fill out a 360-degree evaluation form. And this form is similar to the type of form you get when you do a speech, only it's 6 pages longer and it's more evolved around the leadership skills and speaking skills. So having the overview of what this project means, I'm going to now go into specifically the project that I have chosen to work on for the DTM. So I finished 2 pathways already, and I began to look online in regard to what was going to be required in the upcoming needs for me to get my DTM. And when I read through the Pathways program, I got a good idea of what exactly it meant. And then I made copies of the pertinent things, put it in a folder so I have everything handy and available to me when I need it. Then I had to come up with some type of a project. And I kind of sat with it for a while and thought, well, I'm going to wait to see if this bubbles up and see if something comes to mind. And fortunately, a project did come forth. There's a spiritual woman who's going to be coming to Cleveland in August. It's a 2-day event plus set up the day before. And it will require different teams to get everything done over those 2 days experience. And they're going to be different on each day. So there'll be plenty of teams to get into place to accomplish this project. So I thought that's perfect. So then I invited a couple of my fellow Toastmasters to help me on this project. I called them or texted them, and they sounded like they were interested in helping me. So we then had a meeting, and this was in May, and we got together. I explained again in detail exactly what was required of them, and they agreed to be my team members and mentors. And since the project is in August, we had our May meeting. We're going to meet again in June, July, and then at the end of the project in August. So that was very nicely spaced out. So then my next job or purpose here was to write a speech, practice the speech, and then give a speech to the club, which is what I'm doing today. And then next, there's a timeline schedule to be filled out of what needs to be accomplished at what times to make sure that the project is running smoothly and coming to fruition. And of course, I will have to implement finding teams of people for food, for setup, for close down, for housing for the speaker, finding a venue, and a variety of many, name tags, people to let people in the door, so on. So again, many types of committees to prepare for and hopefully get them to work on the project so it becomes a success. And again, after the event is complete, I will get together with my mentors one more time. We'll go over how it went, what things I could have improved on, and so on. And then, as I mentioned, I will have them fill out the 360-degree evaluation form. And then I get to give another speech, an 8 to 10 minute speech with an overview of my experience in doing the DTM project. And finally, I get to submit the project to Toastmasters International. So fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests, I hope this has given you a little bit of an insight of not only what Toastmasters DTM is, Distinguished Toastmaster, as well as the DTM project. And I hope maybe I put a little fire under your burner there, and hopefully you might consider one day becoming a DTM yourself. Back to you, Toastmaster Wendy.